Hi there. This is Larry Richardson. This is our update for PNI and STAB, the update for the 22nd of October 2018. This is going to be a very unusual update. First, let me say that I am really comfortable with what is happening with STAB and with PNI right now. And you'll know in just a minute or two why I say that. And I also believe that both STAB and PNI are going to move forward at a fairly rapid pace from this moment on. And the reason for that is will be evident in just a minute. And also the reason for that involves you, at least some of you. Now, before I go any further, let me say that I woke up in the middle of the night the other night, about 5 days ago, and I was let thoughts go running through my head about what's happening. Why isn't STAB growing? Why isn't PNI growing? Why are our numbers stagnant? And I said, through my head, why? I was asking God, why are things just running in place? Nothing is happening. I says, how are we going to be able to save our country for our children, and how will we be able to fix our broken government? And this verse came into my head. If my people, who are called by my name, will humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear them and heal their land. And it hit me like a tub of hot water being poured over me, that I had gotten off track. I've been out here trying to mobilize and put together a team to accomplish something that shouldn't be a team. There are parts. There are elements, there are people who have signed up for STAB and who have signed up for PNI that are not God's children. Now that's okay. Some of those parts may be destined to become God's children and part of the team. But from this moment forward, I'm focusing on progress because of and with the help of God's team. And that was about 5 days ago that realization came upon me, and about 30 seconds behind my recognizing that realization, these words came and just started flooding into my spirit, and I had to get up and capture them the best I could. Now, some of you may want to go ahead and stop watching this video at this point. That's entirely up to you. Your choice. I bear you no ill will or assign no blame to you if that's your attitude or if that is your decision. Don't let me use that word attitude. Let me use the word decision, because we all have to chart our own course ultimately. For those of you who are left who are still watching this video, I'm going to read the words that came to me right after I came to the realization that I was trying to basically play God. I was trying to force something to happen that's not in His plan. But here's the words that came to me. My children, do you not think that I will answer the prayer of my only begotten Son? Will I not honor His obedience and sacrifice by bringing His heart's desire to pass? I will call all of those who are mine to assemble in unity. They will indeed form my kingdom on the earth. But know that there are many who profess to be mine who will not abandon their own leadership. They will choose to cling to false teachings that were implanted into the hearts and minds of many who desired to partake of the rewards of being my children without being willing to carry the cross I demand they carry. Know that there is indeed a cross that each of my children must bear, and that cross is the cross of obedience. Indeed, know that obedience to the simple things leads to greater faith. Again, I say, I will allow the winds of the time to winnow my fields and remove the chaff. Those who have surrendered to the lordship of my begotten Son will indeed recognize each other by my Holy Spirit. They will manifest my kingdom by loving each other. The world will observe this visible manifestation of my kingdom and will know it is me. They will either harden their hearts and openly war against me with even more ferocity, or a few will remember that I have provided a way for even them to become a part of my kingdom. Know that the unity I will preside over begins with each of my children understanding that they must decide to surrender control of their lives to the leading of my Holy Spirit. I will indeed help all who truly desire to surrender. I will teach them to hear my Spirit. My children, do not despair that the forces of evil are increasing their hostility towards me, but do be encouraged that even as evil increases, my kingdom strengthens the more. Choose you this day, each day, whom you will obey. So, I had to make a choice. I make a daily choice. You have to make a choice, a daily choice. Now, a lot of you have signed up for STAB and P&I. If you've been opening the emails, you know that at the bottom of each mail is an unsubscribe button. If you are motivated to unsubscribe, please don't fight that motivation. Go ahead and do it. Because if you're not fully on board for what's ahead for those of us who remain, it's not going to account to much for you personally. So go ahead and unsubscribe if that's what you're motivated to do. That's fine. Our numbers, although I would personally in the past have liked to see them just soar to the hundreds of thousands and even the millions and more maybe. But numbers don't matter now. Who we are is what matters. I thank you for watching this update. Those of you who haven't unsubscribed, who are still a part of the membership of STAB and P&I, please check your emails regularly, because updates will be going out. They generally go out about weekly, sometimes more often. We do need to stay in communication with each other. We need to stay in prayer with the Father. And we need to learn how to hear from His Spirit for what we should be doing. And we need to make the determination that when we hear instructions, we will be obedient and do our best to follow them. More to come, but that's enough for this update. Just one more thing real quick. Those of you who have watched this video and haven't unsubscribed, please reply to the email that gave you the link to this video and say, I'm on board. Let's move forward together. Thank you.